I still get travel anxiety, and I travel a lot. Welcome, my Miss Motivational Pinup. My name is Stephanie. I am actually getting ready to go down to Florida next week for some work and a little bit of fun, a little bit of content creation. I'm really excited. There's some fun events. But what I wanted to talk about are some things that really help me when I am getting ready for a trip and what helps reduce my overall stress and anxiety going into travel. I actually start packing and prepping for packing almost a week in advance. If it is just me traveling, it's a little bit different. I can kind of do 3-4 days in advance because I'm only thinking about what I need. If it's all 5 of us, that's a lot of people to think about and that's a lot of packing. So I usually start that at minimum a whole week prior. I will make a packing list, but generally speaking, it's very simplistic in my packing list. It's this person needs 5 pairs of underwear, this person needs 5 socks, this person, you know what I mean? That kind of a thing. I also really like to, in addition to having these lists, if we're going to be driving in the vehicle and going down, I like to make sure I have a list of everything that needs to go in the car. I've started to kind of pull some things aside for the trip next week. I mean, it's really soon and I'm just really excited. So I've pulled them here and I'll kind of show you what it is. So one is just a simple gingham skirt and purple top. The other is I call it my Disney nerd book skirt, and then this simple blue top that goes with it. So I have these items and I'm just going to leave it here in my closet and slowly but surely add to them over the next few days. I'm a very visual person, so being able to see everything is very helpful. Yes, lists are really nice so that you can get started and you know what you want to bring, what you need to bring. But for me, being able to visually see everything organized is so very helpful, and it really reduces my stress and anxiety that I might forget what I need. I like using these vacuum bags because yes, I can save space, and yes, my clothes are protected should something happen to my suitcase with weather, but also say I'm going to be staying at one hotel and then moving to another, whether it's, moving from Universal to Disney or from, maybe staying on site at one of the parks to an Airbnb. I only have to open up one bag at a time. It means I have less to repack. I have less to unpack. I don't have to stress about maybe forgetting something or not having something, etc. It just makes it so much easier. Also, I try really hard to pack carefully so that when I unpack these bags, there's minimal wrinklage. But I do utilize this component of multiple bags with the family as well, because a lot of times we will have a hotel on our drive down that will break our journey. So I know I only have to open one bag at a time. I like to use the same kind of compartmentalization idea when I'm packing other things as well. So toiletries, I'll have a container that has meds in it, cold meds and allergy meds, cough drops. I like to reutilize these Q-tip containers to put cough drops into, just kind of keeps them all together in a smaller container. And then I like to visually put everything out okay, I can see all the different things that I have. Is there anything I'm forgetting? Because I have terrible brain fog, you guys. I have really bad brain fog. And so having lists is helpful, yes, but then being able to sit here and go, okay, I know that I pulled Advil out and I put it into my smaller container that I like to put in my little park bag pouch, and that I have plenty of Advil in my travel one, which is the one I put into that marble casing. But this bag right here that I'm setting up, this is actually a bag that I keep in my park, and I plan it ahead of time to make sure I always have enough moleskin, Band-Aids, blister Band-Aids, pain reliever, Tums. I also keep liquid IV or some kind of a hydration enhancer in there, feminine items, just that way when I get to the site, no matter where I'm going, I just know I can grab my backpack, I can throw that in there, and I'm ready to go. So here we are, 48 hours prior. I have my liquids prepped and set aside, my makeup tools all set aside. I have my different bags with different outfits set aside, one for Universal, one for Disney, etc., or wherever it is. I always bring an extra one in case one of the bags rips or breaks or fails. And then, I just kind of keep an eye on it, and if there's something I think of, I can add to this stack. Now I have a hard case that my cameras go into. I have another kind of reinforced case for all the different charging devices and extra cables. I have this little copper bag that I use for my nightstand. So just if it's something I'm going to charge next to me, like my phone or my watch, I know I always put those cables back in there so that I can always find them. And then this actually makes it just really easy when I get home because everything is already in its little container. I can just take the container out and put it away. And then when we're turning around and packing again for another adventure, I can just pull out the container knowing that the things are already set aside. So now I'm going to grab some knot bands from 1953 Designs. I love supporting small shops. She's really great. These bands are really lightweight and comfortable. And I can't wear Mickey ears for that long. My head starts to hurt, but I like to have something fun. So these work out really, really well. And I'm putting them into a container to make sure that they're protected and they don't get damaged from other items. And I'm just topping off the items that I've already set aside and kind of pre-packed a couple days prior. And it just makes it really nice for the day of travel. I can just go, okay, cool, I have this, we're good. I think I might want to pull out a couple of cables from that pre-packed container so I don't have to unload everything in the middle of a flight when it seems squished, or try to delve it out when I'm in a car and we're moving around or whatever. It's just easier. So some things like that, it's just nice. I can just pull from what's already been packed and set aside and just augment for whatever trip it is. I never have to start from scratch because things are already packed and set aside every time. And that's that. I am all ready to go. I have all my stuff set up aside from putting this little device away. But I mean, I have everything packed up. I have my case right here for that all ready to go. I always keep my liquids in, well, I double bag it. I do the quart zip bag and then an extra zipper bag just in case. And I always keep that in my backpack. Like anything I know I'm going to get into, I try to keep it in one location so that I'm not pulling from different sources or trying to remember where I put everything. But I know I'm going to have to pull out like the device bag. I know I'm going to have to pull out the battery pack that's in there. I know I'm going to have to pull out my liquids. So like if everything is in that one bag, it's just so much easier. But everything is ready to go and I am so excited. I am going to go hit lunch with my husband before my flight, get a nice full belly, go sit down, get some coffee, do some work before my flight takes off, and I will be merrily on my way to nowhere in particular, except for that I'm definitely going somewhere in particular. So Mr. Toad, that doesn't work for today. I'm so excited. I'm so ready to go. I'm so ready to hopefully catch up with some friends, go experience some things, and just be in my happy place. You know what I'm looking forward to tomorrow? I set aside a couple hours just for me to just walk in Animal Kingdom with my coffee, and I'm so ready for that. On that note, let's go to the airport. Security, of course, was a breeze because I just took out what I needed and threw it on the belt and then was able to put it right back where it needed to be, and I didn't have to think about where something was stashed. Everything was set up. Now I can just sit here with my coffee for a few minutes, just being happy, knowing that I'm about to go to my happy place. All right, it's time to go. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. See, I'm not anxious, I'm just excited. And this is my favorite place to be first thing in the morning. Waterfall, Joffrey's, Tree of Life, watching the animals wake up and eat. So peaceful. Thanks for joining me, guys, and I hope to see you next time.